Let's do a couple more examples here. So I want to try to write this problem that's in standard form into vertex form. So I'm going to start by moving the 3 to the other side. So I get y minus 3 equals negative x squared plus 4x plus something. The other thing I noticed is on all of the problems where I complete the square, this is never a negative. So I'm going to go through and change the signs of these. So I'm going to change the sign of this side, and I'm going to change the sign of this side, because when you complete the square, you have to have a positive x squared. We'll fix this sign in just a moment. So I want this side to be something squared. And the number that goes right here is half of that number. So half of negative 4 is negative 2. The number I add to both sides is negative 2 squared. So since I added it to this side, I have to go add it to this side. And negative 2 squared is 4, so I'm actually adding 4 to both sides. So on the left side now, I have negative y plus 7. So now I'm going to move the 7 back over to the other side. So I have negative y equals the quantity of x minus 2 squared minus 7 because I subtracted it. And now I'm going to make this positive y. And if I change the sign of this, I have to change the sign of this whole thing. So I'm going to put a negative sign in front of it and change the sign of this. So now I'm ready to graph. Here's my vertex. It's the opposite of that one and the same as this one. So I'm going to go to 2, 7. And this thing is going to open upside down. And the width is going to be the same as the parent function because there's a 1 there. So I'm going to go over 1, down 1, over 2, down 4, over 3, down 9, and so on. So it looks something like this. Okay, last one. I'm going to start by moving the 5 over. So I know for this to be a completing the square problem, I have to make that something squared. And I'm going to take half of that number, and half of 6 is 3. So I'm going to have plus 3, and I'm going to add 3 squared to both sides. So on the left side, I have y plus 4. And now I'm going to move the 4 to the other side. So since it was plus 4 over here, it's going to be minus 4 on the other side. And now I'm ready to graph. My vertex is the opposite of this number and the same sign as this one. So it's going to be at negative 3, negative 4. And in this spot right here, there's no number, so that means it's a positive 1. So I'm going to go over 1, up 1, over 2, up 4, over 1, up 1, over 2, up 4. So it looks something like that.